V8 Rane manufacture vehicle segments for passenger cars, utility vehicles, commercial vehicles, tractors. Our customers, major customers are Maruti Suzuki Limited, Mahindra and Mahindra, TAFE, etc. We manufacture low control arms, ball joints, tie rods, tractor joints, hydraulic static units, and manual steering gears, etc. We at RML prioritize on world-class quality, enhanced profitability, technical leadership, and we have competent and self-motivated people. To enhance the profitability, we focus on business development, optimize our manufacturing, and manage our cost. To optimize the manufacturing, we follow productivity improvement and capex management. Under productivity improvement, we follow lean production system and PIP projects. Under the LPS, we started forming component cells to improve our productivity and reduce our WIP. Component cell is nothing but whatever the entire operations done for that one particular component is grouped together to form a component cell. It can be either ball peen, socket, or assembly. Since 2007, we have been forming 72 component cells, and by this we have increased our productivity from 30% and reduced our WIP by 30%. Right now, we have already formed 95% of all the component cells. Right now, all our improvements are at stagnant level here. So as a next level of improvement, we wanted to form what is called as an integrated cell, nothing but a product cell. To form an integrated process, we follow these processes here. And to follow these processes, we follow these lean tools. For example, to identify the project, we follow product quantity analysis, takt time requirement. To study its current state, we follow value stream mapping and layout analysis, and so on and so forth. Now to identify the project. The project selection is made by product quantity analysis. Here we see all the customers which we supply here, out of which Bolero assembly, that is M&M Bolero IFS lower assembly, is the one which supply the highest. So that is considered as our project to improve the productivity and ensure end-to-end pull system in the Bolero assembly. In this Bolero ball joint, there are two major components, socket and ball pin. There are 5 operations in the ball pin operation and 2 in the socket, and the rest is all in the assembly. These 14 operations are made and processed to form this one particular ball joint. This is our SSLP layout, it is division. We see that all our component cells are scattered in the shop floor. Ball pin is over there, socket is here, assembly is over here. And these particular machining operations, after it's carried out, the components, and then they are brought together to do the assembly process. Here the ball pin is done, the turning, burnishing, pinhole, chamfering, rolling. In the socket, the OD turning, grooving, etc. That is brought down to the assembly cell, where the assembly operations are carried out. The pre-assembly operation is carried out, and then the peening operation, and then the boot greasing and clipping operation is done to form that product. That is then sent to the packing to sales stores. Here we see so much of material travel distance is high here. Now to study its current state. We use value stream mapping to study the individual current states of all the component cells here, ball pin, socket, and assembly. Now to form an integrated cell, we should have some value stream mapping as a future state mapping. To arrive at this future state mapping, we have to set the targets to form the integrated cell. These are our targets which we are setting here based on the value stream mapping calculation. For example, here we need to reduce the manpower from 7 to 4, increase our productivity per man per day from 126 to 190, reduce our WIP, reduce our lead time, so on and so forth. Now, to form an integrated cell, first we must see that all the component cells output match, socket, ball pin, and assembly. This is our current cell output per shift. Now, our customer demand is 38,000 per month. That comes to 760 numbers per shift. We see that the socket, the cycle output of the socket cell is very low comparatively. So, we need to attack that particular component cell to increase its productivity. The takt time is calculated based on the available time divided by customer demand. And all the 14 operations are brought together in this cycle time chart. We see that the socket process here is more than the takt time of 31 seconds. In this socket machining, we break down into all the individual machining operations, turning, grooving, ID chamfering, and two-hole punching, etc. Also, we map the manual time and separate this man-machine separation. So, we need to attack some of the bottleneck operations here in the socket machining cell. To do that, we evaluated so many options here. For example, we can outsource the additional quantity, but it will cost us. We can add other machines side by side, but it will add to the investment. So best is to improve the productivity of that particular socket cell. To do that, we face all these challenges. Our tool life was very poor. We need to increase our tool life. Our air cutting distance was high, and we had a thick forging input which we used before. Now our simple this insert is changed into a high-speed insert. And also our cutting edges has been increased to more number of cutting edges to reduce the tool chain time. Also our air cutting distance is reduced. that is from the home position of the socket to the turret position, that air cutting unnecessary non-value added cycle time is removed. Also our forging input, we ask the supplier to reduce this forging thickness so that only one pass is enough to turn to complete the cycle. So after doing all this, we reduce our cycle time from 36 seconds to 18 seconds. By this our socket cell output increased from 540 numbers to 782 numbers. So now that our socket cell output is matched accordingly with the customer demand, we can start by integrating the process. But to do that, first we need to have the manual this mapping of all the workstations. Currently we have been working with the 7 manpower for all these individual workstations based on the talk time. Now we need to group this into 4. To do that, we use a precedence diagram here. Based on the talk time, it has been grouped. If we add all the individual workstation here, it has to be less than the talk time. So 4 workstations are grouped here. And we see that our line balance efficiency, we come at 88% here, but it is less than 90%, which is our RANE standard. So we need to further reduce some of the manual time here. For example, in the first workstation, we have to decrease the the loading and unloading of manual assembly in collar assembly, so on and so forth, by doing some kaizens. Here the unwanted processes which I was talking about are called mudas. These mudas we map here in man-machine chart. We see where all the mudas here available, and we need to attack those by doing kaizens to reduce its cycle time. For example, here in the collar assembly, which was done manually before by hand, it was taking 12 seconds. Now it is automated completely. It takes about 8 seconds only now. And torque inspection, which was done outside, offline, which is done by extra manpower, he used to consume 10 seconds. Now it has been integrated directly in the pinning cell, so it's online torching now. The pre-assembly stand was more, the distance was more from the pinning to the pre-assembly. We brought that to the pinning station. We reduced this loading time also. So by doing all this muda reduction activity, our cycle time has been reduced. From this, our line balance efficiency reduced to 67%. So now we can further group it. So initially we had tried to target for 4 manpower, but further grouping, we can arrive at 3 manpower here, and our line balance efficiency came up to 90% based on the talk time here. So now we can start by integrating, because our component cell output is matched. Also our line balance efficiency came to 90%. This is our form 3, that is activity plan, about starting to integrate what we need to do. Disconnect the air connection of existing, move the machines and reconnect. All these processes by whom and by when we have mapped it here. Basically nothing but bringing all the component cell to one cell, integrating it. So after integrating, this is how what it is currently right now. Before socket cell was done by 1 manpower here, ball pin by 2 and assembly by 4. You can see that there's so much of WIP here, and also FIS was very poor. Here in the after, all the 7 manpower reduced to 3 manpower here, and look at the cell. The FIS is improved and single piece flow is implemented in this ball joint assembly. For example, here in the ball pin, before there was 2 manpower, now it's only 1 manpower. He does the turning operation. And all these operations are interlocked with POK. So he checks all the gauges and he starts the cycle operation. Does the pinhole drilling and chamfering. Then the final operation of his particular workstation, that is thread rolling. And that ball pin is directly given to the next operator, ensuring single piece flow. This socket operator here does the socket machining operation. Everywhere the inspection is done by interlocking POKs. If the OD is okay, the tool punching is done, and the same operator does the cup pressing operation, not by the assembly operator. And the ball pin which he takes from the ball pin operator does the collar assembly, automated collar assembly, not the manual. Now these 2 components are given to the assembly operator, and he does the pre-assembly, the rest of the pre-assembly, and does the pinning operation. And offline torch checking has been eliminated, online is being done here. And the same operator does the boot clipping and greasing and clipping operation. From doing this integrated cell, our productivity improved from 126 numbers per man per day to 253 numbers. Our manpower reduced from 7 to 3, multi-man increased, from 2.3 to 3.5 numbers. Space was reduced because all the component cells brought together. Operator utilization was more from 35% to 84%. Lead time reduced, WIP reduced, and rejections were reduced by doing this integrated cell. All we have exceeded our targets here. Obviously, from manpower saving, we have saved 14 lakhs per year, only from the manpower, and from the WIP we have saved 2 lakhs. Overall, we have saved about 16 lakhs without doing any further investment. But this is nothing. Comparatively, the intangible benefits, what we have gained was operator molar was improved, FIAS was hugely improved, material handling was improved by doing single piece flow. The material department could easily plan the set of materials from the material department to the cell, whatever he has used to give a set of materials. Visibility was improved because we could see the component going from one end to other end. We could plan the assembly easily. Now, after doing all these improvements called Kaizens, we have done about 36 Kaizens and all were documented. 43 documents were standardized from this particular cell alone. That is 25 from SOP, 6 from PFMEA, 8 from drawing and 4 from MP sheet. Now that we have done this integrated cell, we need to sustain what we have created. We have studied the customer fitment parameters in this particular ball joint. 2 are here, that is mounting dia and quarter pinhole. I am going to show you this mounting dia here, what we have done. Before it was done offline, this checking of mounting dia, this outer dia inspection. WIP was more and manpower was required. Now we have integrated that particular operation in the cup pressing operation itself. So when the when the inspection is done, the cup pressing operation is done, and when it detects undersize, the cup pressing operation is not done. That's the Poka-yoke here. Also in the quarter pinhole, he is to check the pinhole presence in the Poka-yoke here. After the complete thread rolling operation, he is to ensure its quality, that is ensuring its pinhole presence, its position, that is the quarter pinhole of the end assembly of Bolero. So there were so many quality touch points more that has to be checked here at the end of the assembly, which is to be very irritating to the operator to check all the check all these quality points. So he used to bypass some of them, which was very dangerous here actually. So we integrated all these particular quality aspects into one called Complete Poka-yoke gauge, which we introduced. This detects all the 4 quality characteristics and starts the next cycle process. So now we have sustained whatever we created. So now to manage. Before we used to have a system called SDWT, Self-Directed Work Team. He used to, in this component cell, he used to monitor all the production, rejection, tool life monitoring, etc. This particular operator himself, he used to look after all the assembly characteristics of his component cell here. But now that we have integrated the cell, all the 3 extra 2 component cell he has to monitor. But it used to be very difficult for him to do all this SDWT monitoring as well as to do his production. And he complained a lot because of this particular aspect. So we decided to reduce this manual dependency by introducing a system called COP, Cell Omni Prompt. It's a device that automatically registers his production rejection in the cell itself and reduces his manual dependency. Earlier he used to manually enter the production rejection in the SDWT sheet as well as the tool life monitoring. Now this COP automatically captures this data from the machine itself. This reduces his manual dependencies, thus allowing him to do his production properly, efficiently. Excuse me, the slide is not moving. Okay. Now that in the Kanban we used to follow Kanban of 240 set of materials. But Yoshida-san, who is an advisor to us, asked us why can't we reduce our 240 set of materials to 60 set of materials. Less is more, he said, to reduce the WIP and improve productivity also. So now to batch that 60 set of materials, to issue that 60 set and to communicate to the stores when to issue that 60 set was a problem. Here's the activity of the particular labor called Spider-Man. He used to issue the set of materials. He used to take 30 minutes alone to prepare that particular batch and transfer that material and to the cell and back to the store. So to attack this, we asked the supplier himself to reduce the set of materials from 240 to 60. And then we have made a special trolley to directly transfer that 60 set from the supplier to the trolley, and then he used to directly send the material from the store and back to the cell. His activity time reduced from 20 minutes to 9 minutes. Now to communicate to the store. Now that we have COP, we have already incorporated this particular process by sending a signal to the store itself. By the end of the 60 components, its signal will be sent from COP to the store. The store will find that okay, he needs the material, and then he'll send that particular 60 set of batch from store to cell. From all these improvements which were overwhelming for us, the company asked us to do more integrated cells in the overall company, and we were successful to do one more integrated cell, that is the Bolero upper integrated cell. Here the manpower used was 7 before, now we are reduced to 4 manpower. This is IFS lower ball joint assemblies counterpart, IFS upper ball joint assembly for Bolero. Here in the socket machining, there is a 3-hole drilling operation which was done by the operator. Here the manual engaging of the feed lever is totally eliminated to reduce this fatigue. So automatically we have engaged and disengaged this lever. He directly sends this socket to the assembly operator. At the same time, the ball peen operator does this machining, a single ball peen operator. It's the same as IFS lower ball peen cell with interlocking poker case and everything. Here we have already deployed the same combi poker gauge from IFS lower to IFS upper here as well. And also single piece flow has been implemented here. This assembly operator does the compressing operation and the pre-assembly and the peening. In the peening, we see a 90-degree orientation, which is a customer requirement. The quarter pinhole should be aligned 90 degree to the flange. It's the requirement of the customer. This is to be done in the last stage of the assembly by a different operator, by manually doing it. They have completely eliminated that by integrating that particular aspect in the peening operation itself. The rest of the assembly is the same, boot greasing and clip assembly. And online packing is done. That 90-degree orientation was done here before, which is completely eliminated here. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate your quality of presentation with full knowledge.
Thank you, sir.
So you know what you are talking.
Yes, sir.
I think you have covered all aspects of creating flow manufacturing,
Yes, sir.
including layout, single piece flow, operation balancing, covered by a lot of Kaizens. And also the presentation covers a lot of video, and that also is self-explanatory and very good. I'm glad to see a girl working on CNC machine, producing.
Yes, sir.
So keep employing more such operators.
Yes, sir.
Now the value stream mapping that you have used, what is the process ratio before and after?
Which is the process ratio?
Yeah,
The multi-mining ratio you're talking about.
on the first presentation.
Lead time reduction.
Process time to lead time ratio.
Yes, sir.
He's asking about value add time to elapsed time ratio.
Either VAR ratio or process ratio.
You need to know how I arrived at the particular this.
What is it? Before and current and future.
Okay, like that. So the process ratio is nothing but whatever the output from the customer
I want the
demand.
value.
Value. Okay, value added time and this.
I want the actual value. Current state, what is the process ratio? How much you have achieved? Future, what have you achieved?
I'm not sure about that, sir. It's confusing.
See, in value stream mapping, that is one of the important things that you have to mention.
Okay, sir. Value
Either
ratio.
value adding ratio or process ratio.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Process ratio is little macro, value
sir.
adding ratio is micro.
Okay, sir.
So if that is shown, it can be appreciated.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but you have picked up projects from value adding, value stream mapping and gone down the line is very good.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Next is lean production system. Is it your own?
No, sir. It's the company
Rane
which we are
lean
following.
production system?
It's like a signature what we follow. Because we follow TQM method here, and TQM suggests that we follow everywhere lean production system.
Is it documented followed everywhere in running group?
Yes, sir. Since the time 2007 when we formed this component cell, we have done this lean production system by.
Good, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Like Mr. Narasimhan, I also mainly have only a word of appreciation for what you have done.
Sir.
In your presentation, you talk about elimination of muda.
Yes, sir.
But in your work also, you have eliminated all the muda and done only what is essential.
Yes, sir.
And you haven't got any decorative stuff. All of that is valuable stuff.
Yes, sir.
In Denso, they call the Toyota production system total industrial engineering. I think your presentation exemplifies that, because what you have used is a whole stretch of industrial engineering methods. In particular, I appreciate the line balancing that you finally got of 3 people,
Yes, sir.
because that's almost an ideal kind of balance that you have. 29 seconds, 26 seconds, 29 seconds, it's brilliant. So all in all, my congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
If you want to reduce it from 3 to 2, what will you do?
3
That's
to
a
2.
tough one.
Sir, from reducing 3 to 2, we do that only by takt time measuring. If our customer demand is less, then it is possible. I'm saying from the takt time we are at 31 seconds.
Don't change the takt time.
Don't change the takt time.
Reduce the men.
Okay, so
You can reduce cycle time. Takt time doesn't have to change.
okay, sir. So if you have constant takt time here for 31 seconds only, I can reduce the cycle time, manual cycle time of loading and unloading, for example, by implementing something called Chaku. We are actually trying that, Chaku. If we automate the loading and unloading process, that totally eliminates the manual unloading. So regrouping can be done more. You can just keep the ball pin and go for the next operation. So only 2 manpower can be done.
Thank you. I also want to thank you for adding a couple of things which is not in your printed presentation, which is the self-managed thing, and also your white-collar productivity improvement of Kanban and the distribution of goods. So that's also very good.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
You had mentioned some proposed target.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how have you arrived at proposed target?
Yes, sir. For example, which target particularly are you
Well,
interested
you
in?
have given from this one PMPD, manpower, WIP,
Okay,
total
sir.
non-value added time.
Can I say manpower, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are using 7 manpower as it is. So we need to reduce to 4. So 4 is nothing.
But how did you arrive
At 4.
the
Okay, sir. Now see, in the value stream mapping of all the individual cells, the manual time is taken for consideration. So if I add all the manual value added this manual time and divide it by takt time, I'll arrive at 4 manpower.
So that means all this proposed target you have
Yes, sir.
derived
From the value stream mapping only.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, audience, any questions? Yeah.
I just have a curious question. Like,
Yes, sir.
what time frame has
Please come to the mic. Come to the mic.
these are actually a long series of very focused activities done. What time frame has this taken to implement? From to when?
So it's taken us 4 months to do this, sir. We have started this project 4 months before October, that is in July. So in July we wanted to see whether this is possible. After doing all this careful, I didn't have the activity time from July to October, I'm sorry for that. But only the layout I have added here. The layout only was done in October because that particular month we wanted to plan beforehand. Okay, this will be the problem. If I hamper this layout, productivity will be down. So from July we have been doing these theoretical calculations and we have come up with so many other options and everything. And this was all. This presentation is what you find the final. We have arrived in September, and then October when we have presented it to the management, he said go. Then October we have done this layout changes and finally implemented the project. So,
You are saying that you are implementing signal process flow.
yes, sir.
What if your equipment is down?
The whole cell is down.
In that condition,
The whole cell has to be down. I cannot afford to increase my WIP. I'll just contact the maintenance team to fix that particular problem and then restart the assembly. And if since the production is down, I'll try to compensate that production by doing it on a non-working day, on a Sunday, one shift or two shift to compensate for that.
So can you tell me what is your OTD, on-time delivery?
Pardon, sir? I understand.
What is your OTD, on-time delivery percentage?
On-time delivery percentage, I'm not sure, sir. But within 31 seconds, one component has to come. That's clear. Sir?
Yeah, somebody there. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Pradeep.
Sir?
On the safety standpoint, well, I would like to congratulate you for the best of the presentation that we had today. Just when seeing the video, what I felt was on the safety standpoint, we see something is rotating and the operator is moving his hand around it.
Where, sir? In the pinning operation?
Yeah, in the last one.
Okay.
So, how do you ensure the safety of the operators?
So, immediately after the pinning operation, the machine is switched off.
Now, if you switch on back to the last video, what you showed, for the upper portion of the power point.
Okay, that. We have to implement a double switch for that. Yes, sir. We have to do that. We are actually doing the leg switch before because he'll have to be doing a pre-ascend operation. In compressing operation, we already implemented double switch.
Yes,
so one hand won't be there when he is doing a compressing operation. So same thing we'll be going to do in the pinning operation. It will be implemented. TQM is nothing but continuous improvements.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question. First of all, congratulations for a very good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
My question is related to the gentleman who just asked a question on safety.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to know that I could see a little, some of your videos in which there were women employees working on the machines.
Yes, sir.
And do you have any past history of any accidents in your company?
No such major accidents, just minor accidents such as dropping the component on the floor, like and injuring your leg, that's all.
Because
we use safety shoes in the
there are so many machining centers,
yes.
semi-automatic manual machines. What are your steps to ensure that there are no accidents happening for the operators?
We do incident report weekly.
That is after the incident has happened?
No. At the same time, we ask the suggestions from operators. There is an activity in our company called suggestion implementation. Every day we ask any suggestion implementation and the operators give their suggestion feedback. And we implement that in day-to-day activity.
Do you have a daily checklist also?
Yes, we do have. Autonomous and startup check. We both have it. 1 minute, sir.
ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ SPC ಮತ್ತು ಚೆಕ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡ್ ಇದು ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆಪ್ರೇಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅದು ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಲೀಡರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಲೀಡರಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ರೇಟರ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ
What he's saying is we are implementing SWT. If any incident happens, if it happens, is directly given to the SWT leader, inform to the SWT leader, and he informs with the group of operators, and then further next level what can be done. To prevent incidents, as I said, we have check sheets and everything. We follow such a check sheet in such a way that if proactively, if we have anything which may go wrong, it has been implemented in suggestion activity. Operator feels, okay, it was a near miss, okay, I might have lost my finger. He immediately writes the suggestion in the suggestion form, puts in that, and every day it has been taken to the management. Management looks at that and discusses with the operator what can be done. Ideas are brainstormed and then we implement this particular. It's a slow process.
Yeah, one last question.
Yes, sir.
In the videos I could see that I could not see any photo guards installed on the machines, and moreover in one of the videos I could see that there was a woman working on some pressing operations, and the distance between two photo guards, the two push buttons were not that much that she cannot operate with her single hand.
Yes, she should not operate by a single hand. She should be very far.
What else that mechanical control or administrative control has been done for ensuring that machine is not operated by just pressing both the buttons with a single hand?
We train the operator when this particular integrated cell here, for example, we have actually done nominations. Okay, this person is very good of the past 1 year has been working with us. He is the best person. So we do rotation of all the employees and we monitor them. We train them on a daily basis, saying that okay, today you are supposed to do this. If you have any problem, you have to discuss with me. I am actually the supervisor for the line. When I am allotting the manpower for that, I know that this particular operator doesn't do the same. And 1-point lessons we have. If this operator or the trainee says that we have to do by 2 switch, it has been done in the 1-point lessons and displayed. So if any new training comes, he has to read that. Okay, it's a lesson for him not to do this by single hand, double hand. Only training is not. Nothing can be technical. Some discipline has to be there.
That is related to discipline part.
Yes, sir.
No mechanical control.
No.
I think I'm really pleased that at beyond 6:35, the audience is asking questions. It shows how lively these presentations have been, and especially now the questions are being asked on safety. It shows the awareness at all levels, and I congratulate all of you, the audience as well as the participants and the presenters. Please be with me.